presents Black Girls in Web3 podcast. Hosted by Wanda SUERO, also known as Salty Coffee, DAZZLE Daniels, also known as DAZZLE D, and myself, Elruby Thomas, known as Miss Ruby, Crypto Queen of Harlem, y'all. Tune in weekly as we strive to educate and elevate our community's financial literacy. We bring you professional and expert speakers, share insights from our personal wealth journeys, and introduce workshops and resources to empower you. Join us every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com at P2G Networks TV for an hour of Black Girl Power, where we're shaping the future of finance in Web3. Peace and see you there.
Oh, my bad. Happy Friday, y'all.
I love the intro. Happy
Gotta
Friday.
get that popping, y'all. Gotta get it popping.
I love that.
We on tonight. Black Girls in Web3 is live on a Friday here, Friday night, enjoying some time with some folks that got some good stuff for you. Tonight, my name is Elruby Thomas, also known as Miss Ruby, and I got my girls in the house. We got Sister TERESA in the house.
What's up? It's Friday night and it's going down tonight, y'all. Get ready.
Seriously. And DAZZLE D in the house.
Blessings.
That's right. Because she's going to bless it up on this one. And we have our sister in this house. So I'm going to say her name correct the first time. Y'all better recognize. That is Dr. Lavonya Douglas up in this house here tonight. I wish I had some sound effects like bah, bah, bah.
Listen. Some what are the things called?
Yes.
Claps.
We're on the call tonight. We're on the call tonight to talk all about a woman who has not just developed herself, but is out here to develop the world she lives in. And I thank this sister for being on here and sharing her mission and her work. Let's talk about it. You gonna give him some love, mama.
How y'all doing? My name is Lavonya. I'm super excited to be here with you all today. I have, my goal is always to impact people, right? To impact people's lives in a positive way, to show up with a smile on my face, to make people laugh. A lot of people say my laugh is contagious because I'm loud, right? And that's fine. Both of my parents are from New York, so they loud. And so I got it, honestly. So I'm excited to be here today. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but I got lots to talk about. And so let's go.
We're going to talk about everything. I tell y'all, like I always say, we not, this may not be the Wendy Williams show, but we going to get all up in your business. Because your business is the business of the world. And I'm so grateful for that. And I tell folks, you ain't got nothing to be ashamed of when you in your business is about the business of the people in your community. So I love it. What made you want to become a doctor? What the kind of doctor you are?
Well, that's a great question. So I'm a psychologist. I'm an organizational leadership psychologist, and my concentration is African and Caribbean mental health. And so I had originally gotten my master's in clinical mental health. I wanted to be a therapist. But then I've worked in law enforcement for 22 years, and I felt like some leaders had some mental health issues that, they just go to work. They just go to work. They do what they told. Nobody really trains people on how to lead. So I was like, well, maybe I can help my organization going back to school to help lead the leaders within the law enforcement community, because we need help, right? And a lot of times we're so focused on helping others. Our focus is on public safety and protecting the community that we don't focus on ourselves. We don't focus on our health. We don't focus on our mental health. We don't focus on actually developing the people that we're leading, even in the law enforcement space. So they're they're just going, bleeding to their empty. So no one's filling their cup. So I thought, well, maybe if I go, and my agency hadn't had any real leadership programs. So I'm like, well, maybe and it was basic stuff. It wasn't real stuff, right? It was take a class and go be great. But the reality is you can't develop a skill unless you take some courses and train, but then you're coaching to the skill that you learned, right? So you could go say, how to have a crucial conversation, how to deal with conflict. But if no one's coaching you through the conflict, no one's coaching you through the crucial conversations, you don't remember what you learned in training. So I wanted to create programs that was actually like lengthy, where people can learn and be coached at the same time, come back, talk about practical application things. Okay, I want you, what challenges are you having? Let's pick one, go work on it, come back. And so I also felt like I have a big personality. Everyone thinks that I live in this bubble and I'm always like kumbaya. And so I didn't feel like people at my agency took me seriously. And so I was like, maybe if I just go get be a doctor, they're going to have to put some respect on my name. They're going to be like, she done spent 4 years writing books. I mean, not writing books. But because I'm so happy, they like, it's not, her life ain't that happy. And like, things happen, but I just deal with them differently. And so I was like, okay, so let me go. I'm gonna go be a doctor. And then, so I did. I went to school, graduated, came back, tried to bring some programs to my organization. Didn't go as I had planned. And so yesterday I put in my letter of resignation. So my last day will be October 21st. So, because another thing, wait
a minute. Wait. Slow down. That was powerful. Way to bury the lead, woman. You resigned, like total
resigned.
Oh my God. Well, she resigned, y'all. To me, that's retired. When you hired yourself.
Because what happens is, I work for the federal government. So you either have to work until you're 50 or till you have 25 years of law enforcement. So I have 22 years. So that means I have 3 more years left. So people are like, you're not going to leave. You got to just do 3 more years. Just suck it up. I'm not sucking nothing up. 3 more years of misery? No, I'm not.
My life.
And so they're like, it's not that bad. It is that bad. Because I always tell people there's a fine line. When you really care about what you do and you're passionate about the work, when people don't value you, you either go to the left where you just do the bare minimum, right? And you no longer have an impact, or you go to the right where you get angry, then you get rebellious, and then you get outright disrespectful. I was on the borderline of being disrespectful. And so I didn't want to get fired for insubordination. So I just figured, you know what? Just go ahead and leave. They changing your whole personality. They changing who you naturally are. And so it's time for me to go. 3 years of not being myself? Oh, no. Oh, you know what the world would miss out on if I wasn't myself for 3 years? No. I gotta go. So, yeah.
Talk about that, baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what you say?
No, one of the things that we definitely pride ourselves on is understanding that factor of when it's time to go. Most people don't, and that's why you see a lot of people who are miserable. That's why probably it didn't quite work out the way you wanted at the job, because it's not that environment isn't exactly set up for. My husband works in law enforcement. He works in corrections, and he's at his 25 and out, and he's getting there, and taking care of business, and he's like, "This is it." I said, "So, baby, you gonna extend? You gonna stay longer?" He looked at me like, "Don't make me laugh, and don't do that," because he knows the mindset that we're on. The mindset that we're on is that everything has its time, and most of us have a problem with staying places too long. And so when we get there, you got that, you just pinpointed exactly what we're seeing when we see unhappy people at their place of work, when they're no longer where they're supposed to be. And I wish I could just reach out and hug you, sis, like, yes, freedom, baby. Go on, tell us about so you have freed yourself. Where you going, mama? Tell them what's going on, because you didn't just say, to heck with this, I'm out. She said, I got a plan. And what you doing?
No. So when I was in school, I knew that I wanted to do consulting, right? And so I started developing my business. And it wasn't to leave my agency. It was just, I knew I always wanted to do leadership consulting. So every assignment that I did, when I did my practicums, it was all connected to what I wanted to do for my own business. So I even, for 2 semesters, I even did the internship at my job where I was creating the leadership programs. And the director of training at the time, she was my supervisor. So she would help me like craft the programs that we wanted to design for my agency. So that was super helpful. So I was super intentional about developing things so that when it was time for me to do whatever I was going to do, like I would have the space to do it. So I created my consulting business. It's called Lionheart International Consulting. So I do leadership consulting for programs. My focus, I do want to do law enforcement. And I also want to do international law enforcement. I was in Turks and Caicos for 2 weeks. There was a couple of shootings while I was out there, a lot of drug stuff, a lot of, people, immigrants that are coming from different places. And so like really helping the leaders develop, in these countries, in these smaller countries, but bringing like elite programs to these countries where it's not like just we throwing something together, but we're super intentional about the work that we're doing. We're talking about being the example that you want to see. So it's not just about you show up and just do whatever. There's a lot of what's the word? Crookedness, or just people not doing the right things. And so like calling that out. Right. Calling that out. We're not just going to sit and watch people do things wrong and not say nothing about it and then want our country to be safe while we are crooked. Like, that's just not going to work out. So which one do we want? Like, let's be really honest and authentic about what we want for our countries. And so, so I developed that. And then through that, I wanted to do something that was really connected to women empowerment. And so me and one of my friends, her name is Maritza, we started a brand called She Did That. And it was really about women doing that and celebrating that. A lot of times we do stuff that we don't even know. They're like, oh, I did do that. And so it's like, yes, you did do that. And sometimes women need to remind people what they did. And so we created this She Did That movement where we're going to be traveling, doing women's conferences, doing special events, like recognizing women that have done things that are powerful and that impact other people. And so, yeah.
Well, my question is what is She Did That really? Is it, you said it's events and where are you going? Well, I'm just going to put it up because I want people to see this. Is it okay? Can we do that? Okay.
Yeah, we can put it up.
Yeah, let's tell them what it's all about.
Okay, so She Did That is a movement. And so this is actually our very first event. So we started She Did That about a year ago, and we've been building it. We've created a website. We have our mission and our vision and things that we want to do, but we really want to help people feel. We want people feel happy. We want to help people see that the power is inside of them and not on the outside. And so this event is October 21st. It's at Busboys and Poets in Arlington, Virginia. And this is my transition celebration, right? So I'm not retiring, but I'm moving on to the next thing. I also have a special announcement that I'm going to be making at the event. I'll give y'all a heads up about what I'm going to say. I'm actually releasing my first book on that day. So that's like the thing that I did.
Okay.
Yes. So it'll be like my celebration. It'll be like a family reunion with all the people. But I'll also announce So also I'll have some books. Yes. So I'll have some books that people can sign. What you say?
So you'll be so we got the exclusive. I'm so excited. That's what I'm talking about.
You got the
exclusive. Let a sister know because I'll get the book. I ain't kidding. You talking about transformative moments. Not only that, but transforming myself. I need all of it. Mm-hmm. And believe me. So where is this going to be? Let me see. It's going to be in Virginia.
Arlington, Virginia. It's about 10 minutes outside of DC. The title of the book is Royal Transformation. It's a 21-day devotional for people that are transitioning from one thing to the next. And the reason that I wrote the book, because in a matter of 6 months, I got divorced.
Mm.
I left my good government job. My daughter graduated from college and moved to Chicago to like start her life. And I moved from having a stable residence. I say I'm an international nomad, where I'm just going to travel places and meet new people, build communities on some of the islands so that I can actually do work on the islands. Because like you can't like just show up. Like you have to build relationships and community with people before they're like trusting you to actually come in and pay you to do work. So just kind of going. So Turks and Caicos is the first island that I've chosen to build community on. And so yeah.
Wow. Oh my God, sis. I'm like, shoot, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to
know.
go.
They got, listen, let me tell you something. It's so good to be around powerful women. It's like these Friday shows have been so powerful. The women that are out here just empowering so many women, men, just to be great. I like the part where you said you're retiring on October 21st and you're launching your business on October 21st.
Mm-hmm.
That was just so powerful. It was like, I'm saying goodbye to y'all and hello to me. That was so powerful.
Yes.
Sometimes we women have been known to stay too long. We have this thing, we would stay in situations too long and we know we need to go. And we know it's not good for us. It doesn't matter if it's a job or a husband or a boyfriend. We stay too long and we'll stay and stay and stay. Because we have not been empowered to believe in ourselves. And you're saying, hey, she did that. Man, girl, you got me on fire talking about that. It was like, and that's my sister's birthday too, October 21st. So it's like my sister went on to be with the Lord years ago. But that's like over 30 something years that she left. And here you are celebrating her birthday. So it's like you brought my sister, you like her name is Ruth Jean Scott. Ruth Jean Scott is in the place today.
I love that. Yes.
She left. She took her life, and she like at her funeral, y'all. She helped so many women. She was feeding people. We knew nothing about it because she was doing that then. She did that, and so we was crying because she was out in the community helping people, empowering them, and she was sick. She was sick, a very sick woman, taking care of people, feeding them. People got up on that thing and just said, she fed me, she encouraged me, and it was like, and so here it is. You're selling. You're talking about something that she did. Here it is that we on this P2G, this Friday Night Fire show talking about she did that. Oh my goodness! And then the other name is Lionheart. It's like a lion is strong and it's got like a roar. So it was like you roaring, and you doing. She did that all at the same time. That's a girl.
Don't talk about it. Talk about it.
That's powerful. You got your roar on tonight, and I'm so glad I'm here to roar with you.
I love that. I love that.
Miss Teresa, you are on fire tonight, baby girl. That's what's up. That's what's up. We one of the things is I'm noticed that we've been talking about empowering, and I think that sometimes we forget that it's not just about the women, because the women, when we have this power from within, we affect everybody in our lives. And it's so wonderful. I learned that and when you were talking about, law enforcement, I talked to my husband because he's got a lot. It's weird. You guys can see what the problems are. And I see from within, a lot of officers know what needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's accessing, and I know you now understand something I was trying to explain to him. I said, "Ooh, you can't do it from inside. You have to leave the space and develop the relationship on a new basis with law enforcement." And so I wanted to just share with you a little bit about what we're doing with Web3. It's kind of the same thing. It's kind of going outside of the system and bringing in, because when we try to change digital financial literacy, is seriously it's the next level of financial literacy, and it works holistically to help people with coming to peace of mind with their finances, right? But when I was trying to go in the system, I was literally in the bank. Okay, I was at banks doing trainings, And it's like there was a missing. It always seemed to be a missing. And wouldn't you think this would be the place that you would come, you'd be the most welcome to bring the resolutions to? Nope. You got to leave and come in as an answer to their problems from the outside. You know what I found out? Everything leads to budgeting. It leads to funding.
Yes, absolutely.
There is more funding outside the system to serve the system than in the system to serve the system. And I'm loving you. See, I see you at your growth. I'm like, oh, I know it had to burn you to be like, but we going through this together. It worked when I was interning. I said, I see your frustration, but you dealt with your frustration with resolution.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that oh, girl, I don't just respect you. I am envious. And I love it. I can't wait because we want more of these type of resolutions. You know, we want more of these people thinking outside the box. You said you took a step. And I don't know how many people know that this woman is she's admitted, you've expressed the bravery that most of us don't have, because to walk away, I like how you said that. I walked away from my good government job. You know how many people can't do that?
Yeah.
They will not let it go. And they don't understand that is why you can't make a difference, because you can't give up. You will stay here miserable, angry. And yes, by 3 years in, you ain't trying to help them no more. No.
And the reality is sometimes the leadership doesn't want the help, because one of the things that we were doing was training new staff. And so the new staff was like, well, our leadership isn't doing this. Why do you expect us to do it when they're not doing it? And I'm like, sometimes it starts at your level. Sometimes it starts at the people that you influence. And by you influencing smaller groups, then it may influence the leadership. But you raised your hand, so you can't now say, well, I'm not going to lead well because my leadership don't lead well. No. You be the disruptor. You disrupt the system by leading well and holding your leadership accountable to also leading well. You don't just fit in. I created a T-shirt.
Oh, go ahead, girl. What did it say?
They had moved me back to supervision. I was doing all the training and stuff, and I think I made somebody mad, so they wanted to put me in a corner, teach me a lesson. And so I'm back in the field, like supervising the officers. And they were like just doing checkbox work. And I was like, no, like we doing public safety. Like we have to be intentional about the work that we're doing. But he came to me and was like, well, can you go to a conference? And I said, well, why? And he was like, well, he got arrested. And they said, we have to do this because he got arrested. I said, don't you ever come to me asking me to do something because somebody told you have to do something to check a box. We need what the outcome we're looking for, what's the conversation we want to have. And when I realized like we just checking boxes, y'all seen Lean on Me.
Yeah.
Y'all seen Lean on Me Joe Clock. So I created a thing, it's a Joe Clock energy, right? But I didn't have a bat, I had a microphone. All right, let me show you. Hold on, let me show you my microphone.
Ooh, I want to see it.
I have a Sparks microphone. You see? So I put the microphone on a T-shirt, and it said something to the fact of, do what's right, not what's the status quo, right? Like it's not just about doing what's accepted, but it's about doing what's right. You know what I'm saying? And so you might live in a house where everybody's smacking each other. That's accepted in that house. That's the status quo in that house. It don't make it okay. It don't make it right. Right. So when you work in a toxic place and it's become acceptable to be toxic, you don't be toxic with them, you be the disruptor. And so when they're not really listening, they start to negatively impact you, then it's time for you to go and then go help the people that actually want the help.
There you go. Oh my God, girl. I'm like, so talk to me. Oh, I want to talk about the future of what you see, what you're building. This is your beginnings, and I'm loving it. It's your baby. It's the new kid, you know what I'm saying? By the way, I don't know if you're a mom, if you have kids or what have you, or nieces and nephews, because sometimes those are our kids, and I know I have. I am the auntie. But what is this like for you, starting this new vision? Or two new visions. Actually, it's two.
So it's exciting because I'm a visionary, and so it takes nothing for me to have an idea and like to put it into place. So to see the ideas that I'm having actually like come to pass, and creating programs and putting names to the programs and creating websites and having like a marketing plan, and really like, I named my business Lionheart International Consulting. I knew years ago I wanted to be international, but I didn't really know what that was going to look like. So going to Turks and Caicos and sitting and meeting with people and talking to people about the challenges of the islands, like, okay, I could put a proposal together. And I have someone back there that's like, they're going to pull the law enforcement emails for me, so I can just start emailing the people the proposal and what I can do for their country, and then do that in other countries. And once that's set up, so my vision is to take these leadership programs all over the Caribbean, all over Africa, because like I think those are the and so like I plan to be like the go-to organization for leadership development in the Caribbean and in African countries. So that is the vision. That is the plan. I want to build like a whole. I want to build an institute where people can actually come to courses. We go to you. Yeah, I want it to be a whole thing.
I love it. I love it. This is amazing energy. You're muted, Miss Teresa. You got to unmute.
Said, I'm ready to sign up. I'm ready to get some people there and get signed up because we need this. It's like, excuse my expression, but you got the balls to do what you had to do. A lot of people in those places, it's like, I remember I was working for someone, and I was about, like making sure Black folks got taken care of, stuff like that, because I was working with Sears years ago. And I noticed that at the end, like after we've been there for a while, then they started letting go people. And I was like, y'all just letting people. So I was like, I was hell raising. I was like, excuse me, but why all the Black people getting fired? Like why all the Black people getting fired? So I mean, I was making a big fuss. So they would be calling me, like people be calling. I'm like, no, ma'am. I was a operator for Sears. I wasn't even no place, but and then I went to be a cashier at the order department, and I ended up getting fired because I was asking about why would they let go of it? Because we the one who made the store be great like it was, because we were hard workers and we were glad to get a job. And now you're saying you're gonna fire everybody. And I was like, nah, I'm not having that. So I got fired, and I asked my boss. He was like, Teresa, I don't know what you did, but whatever you did, I can't even save your job. That's how deep that it is. Wow. But I knew that I was standing for people, and so in order for you to do what you're doing now, you have to step into places that everybody else can't step in, because like when you work in these facilities, like they want people to stay, not change. They don't really want us to change. They want us to be, just get a paycheck and that's it. Don't do nothing great. And so now you were teaching people how to do great things, and so they don't really want that. They do not want you to be great. So you had to leave. Like you said, I wasn't gonna stay here another 3 years and be miserable, because that's what you end up doing. Like, you end up, because that's how I got to a place where I didn't even care about what they said. It was like, because I saw what they were doing, and I've been in places like that where my mouth, like, Teresa, they're like, I don't know what you said, but that's who I am. I'm an advocate for people. So I've had senators throw me out their office because I said, you're not giving people the service that you said you're going to give them. He's like, well, my wife, I said, I'll give your wife work at the hospital. She does. They treat people different when you have Medicaid than the ones who don't have Medicaid. And I had data and people who were dealing with the issue. So I've always been a big mouth, and running places and sometimes get thrown out, and I'm okay with it, because as long as people have being treated fair and honest and being honored for the gift that they are, then I'm good with it. So I love what you're doing. That's so empowering. Thank you. My hat. I won't put my hat on, but my hat off to you, girl.
Thank you.
It is the definite time for disruption. It is.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
you don't start, and it's like I think people just feel like that's security. I'm like, you're not secure. One of the reasons why this platform teaches Web3, which is a lot of financial literacy, cryptocurrency, blockchain, is not so because it's some fad. It's because we already understand the shift that all of financial literacy is taken. And I mean, in a way that we've never gotten regular financial literacy. So we're out here working these jobs, and it's easy to lose your passion for what you're doing when you're constantly doing what you just said. Going, you were taught to do what? Go to school, get a good education, get a good job, go on vacation, and die, retire and die. And that is, I should say, that is not what the human mind, human life was made for. We weren't made to fit into the pile and be duplicate to the next person. Your personality is different from somebody else, and you have gifts that are not being used and utilized, and you're building on your gifts specifically to be used in a place that wasn't appreciating it. But we got to realize that most people don't realize those places were never built for that. They were built to keep in line with each other, with follow the rules, be like your other ones, and this will smooth. And it don't even work, do it?
It does not. It does not.
That corruption don't even work.
No.
Everybody's doing it, but it's really not helping. And then you want to help put things in place with some mental wellness connected to it. And they look at you like, oh, we can't have that. Our supervisor, the people who are supposed to be influencing the others have that kind of training. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Nah. You did the right thing. I'm glad you ain't wasting your time on the wrong side, because you are more effective now than you will ever be sitting in there waiting them 3 years. Oh no.
Listen, no.
And this is good. I can grow. Go ahead, girl.
So and a lot of times based on your title, they'll keep you stationary because of your title. They won't allow you to be a part of things. Like I have a whole doctorate now in leadership, but I because of my title, I couldn't help build the leadership programs anymore. I was able to do it when I was detailed to that department, but once I was gone, it was like, well, she's just this. So because she's just that, she no longer adds value to the overall leadership for the agency because her title doesn't fit the people that have to be on this committee. And so, it's almost like, they said, her title is this, so she needs to just do that. Well, I had this title since 2009. And for the last 7-8 years, I have not operated in my title. I've operated in other spaces because I was good in those other spaces. And so now it's like, well, yeah, you did whatever, but now just go back and sit in the corner. Can I do what's in the corner? Absolutely. I did it before. I did it from 2009 to 2016. I can do it. But over time, I've developed my skills. I've learned more. I've elevated. So why would you want to keep me stationary in a small box having minimal impact because of my title? And then make it seem like I'm the problem. Like she just can't do the work. No. I just know my worth. I know my value. And I know that I can have an impact on so many more people that y'all don't want me to. So since y'all don't want me to, y'all go be great. And I'm going to now change the world as opposed to just try to change this agency.
Oh my God. I love it because this is I'm glad that we're doing your interview because this is what we're trying to let folks know. She's your possibility. This is the right here is exactly what the mindset, the intelligence, everything to move forward in a healthy, productive, community kind of way. And I'm loving it. Effectiveness. Oh my gosh. I swear, when you go back to Keiko's, you better call a sister. Don't be going to Keiko's by yourself.
So one of the other things, so I have the 21-day devotional, and now I'm working on a 6-month transformation group program. And at the end of the program, we're going to do an international trip. And the first trip will be in Turks and Caicos. So yeah.
If you should need some sort of counselor or some sort of support, I got you.
I can't. We'll add you to the staff. We'll add you to the staff of people that will.
I'm down to serve. I told everybody I'm down to serve. Why y'all not calling? You'll be like,
yes, because we'll have workshops. It'll be fun stuff, but we'll also have workshops for people to have workshops during the day to, for the conference, but it'll be international. So yeah.
And I'll be the cheerleader. I'll be at the door like, girl, she did that. You better come on here so you could do that too, honey. I'll be like, she did that. I'll even create a song. She did that.
One of the things I'm really glad to hear is that there will be more shifts in the way that law enforcement functions. that, I hear from my husband all the time. He's in corrections, and his position, he's like, I told him, I said, so why don't you just go get another position? He was like, Ruby, baby, you don't understand. Supervisors, and like you just said, they're expected to stay. They're not given. You would think that there's more. It's just more work, more responsibility, and not a lot of real movement abilities. Not a lot of place for them to move. I'm like, so what are you trying to do? He's like, I'm more effective because people hear me. I'm on the local level. They talk to me. They all want to get advice from you, and they will ask you. It's so funny they ask you about things like organizational things, stuff that he's not so for my husband. He's like, he keeps to the book. We function out of a book, not out of our instincts.
Yes.
We don't do this job out of our instincts. They didn't tell us, oh, just do what you feel like in the daytime. You have a book. It's a book of instructions on how this works. You're dealing in the law. The law is very specific. So when you go do stuff and you wonder why you got in trouble, I love it because we have a lot of this going on. Like my husband and I, he confides in me. He's like, I don't understand. I said, and so we'll go back and forth, and we're very holistic when we talk to each other about, dealing with people from outside their perspective. And my husband goes, yeah, but I said, I'm like, look, you got a choice. How you going to be at the job? You're there with people or you're there with the issues. You want to be there with people, you got to listen to the people, and then you got to remind them what y'all are all there for. And he's like, it works. It works. They to the point to where these had been in situations, and it's weird. He's done things like what you were saying. They put him in different situations, and he does great. And all of a sudden, now you're just when they want to quiet him down, go do what you do. But it's okay because we get ready to retire. I was like, we get ready to retire.
We out.
Yes. So when I told him, I said, babe, let me share something with you. You got to remember, that's not your life. This is your life. When you come home, it's your life. You're building a real life. Your job serves a purpose. And you have to remember that you take the person you are there, not the opposite. You don't bring the person home. You take you there. And you got to deal with all that comes with you. And a lot of it is a little more than most people can deal with. Because my husband, he keep it to the book so much, they be like, dang it. You got so much and he's been in so long and knows so many people. They're like, yeah, we got to move him. We got to move him. We'll move him over for now because this ain't going to roll right if you're in that spot. When they want to do wrong, they know to move this man out because they know he's going to make sure everything runs. So he said, well, I'm going to wish him good luck. He keeps his Bible on his table. He's one of those. He keeps the Bible on the table.
I love it.
You know, I got two masters in this place: the Bible and the book. What do you call that? The book that they give y'all. and he writes his paperwork according to those policies and procedures. And he's like, as soon as you can tell me something different that went outside of this book, I will admit, but I can't help you. It is always to it. I'm on the other side going, I love you. The fact that you care about, and that's what really gets me. He cares.
Yeah.
It's not just that I go there for my 5, my 9, or God help us, 16, and I'm out. Because 16 having way too much. But you have too many people who treat this like 16 hours a day. They don't care.
Nope.
Put your head down, 16 hours, no matter what happened, and be home. And I'll do this until I get what they owe me. Meanwhile, you don't have a life.
But can you imagine? Mostly it seems like everybody when they get to their 25th year of their retirement, they leave. It's like, I had enough of correction. So there's something about correction that people like. When I do my 25 years, I'm ready to go. So it's like there is something about that place that people like, I can't do it. I can't do no more time. Take my time and go. And so it's a blessing that they do have that 25-year, threshold. But the fact of it is that those places don't want change. They like it. They love it. Actually love it because what happens to you? You're empowering the people that you have to serve, and other workers to see a different light, and so that's so important. This conversation has been very powerful because what I can say about you is that she did that. You already are. She did that. So now you bringing that she did that to everyone else.
Yes.
You live and you're living that she did that lifestyle. So it's like,
Right.
so when you coming from a place of experience, not maybe I'm thinking, I know, girl, I already did that. She did that. So I want to show you how to do that. She did. I want to show you how to
Yes.
live. That she. I want to show you how to travel with that. She did mine because now you're creating places and levels of thinking that people
Mm-hmm.
never thought about thinking because I'm doing it. I'm living
Yeah.
it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm traveling. I'm being she did that. So it's like you actually becoming your brand, not just, and then you got that raw, which that lion heart mixed up with that she did. Come
Yes.
on,
Yes.
man, that's powerful.
I know, right? Ladies, I'm just gonna let you know, this has just been amazing. This whole process has been amazing. Miss Teresa, I'm gonna give you the floor because I would love for us to talk about a little bit about the health aspects of all of what we're talking, what we've been up to. Can you share the Momito product with us and what it's been doing for people?
Yes, well, I am a Momito consultant, and we have 4 products right now. The brain and body is on hold because it did so well that it just sold out, and the company only made a limited amount of bottles. And I was like, don't do that no more. The product is good. Don't listen to what everybody else said about the product. Put the product work. The product works. The brain and body makes your brain like it, the brain and body product causes your mitochondria to restore. Because as you get older, I call it grace and age. As you grace age, as you gracefully aging, you lose some of your mitochondria. And so I call it the battery for the body. So your battery doesn't work as well. But what it does is that it causes your body to heal the mitochondria, and then the body start healing itself. And so my body's been healing itself. Like I I feel so good. My blood sugar, my A1C level is dropping down. My blood sugar's down. It's like I'm not stuck in my mind about stuff because my brain is working. It's like I remember things that happened when I was a child that I totally forgot about it. And even though if they were some sad, but I still have I'm I've been in Miss Ruby classes. Like I just 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 graduated from Miss Ruby's class,
Uh
8th
oh,
class.
what just happened? Are you breaking up?
Oh, I don't know. But I'm
Did
just
you
saying.
break up?
I
Oh
could
yeah.
hear. I was able
Oh
to
Oh,
yeah.
hear.
okay. I
Yeah.
want to
So
make sure because
so
I'm
like
getting some sketchy stuff here. I want to hear all of that.
yeah. So I
I
I
want
I was proud of myself because I never thought my brain could work as well because I was always told that I was not smart, and so I
Mm-hmm.
believed that for a long time. So when I started like taking the Momito, I started feeling like stuff in my brain cells. Like I was very depressed, really really bad at one time, and I'm not depressed like that. It does. I'm not gonna say I don't feel it, but it was so strong at one time because I lost my son last year, and I just got in the bed and just stopped living. I'll be honest with you, but I ain't got no time to be staying in no bed. Yes, my baby is going, but
right.
I got me some Omida in my system. I got me some P2G. Now I got some Lionheart working. I got that she did it. I got so many things to work with.
Like,
I'm a
yep.
housing advocate. I'm a knowledge broker. I'm a grant
Come
finder.
on.
So it's like I got so much things to live for. And I know my baby would not, he's my baby because he's my only child. I know my baby would not like me to just lay down and die. I got grandkids to help to get the hook up with. It's like, I'm just excited because the product has brought me to a place. I'm losing weight. I mean, my skin looking so good. Look, I'm 66. Look how good it looks. Let me get a close up.
Oh, that's right. I know that's right. Come on, close up.
All right. Look like it. I
Looking
love it.
good. I was
That's
in
right.
so much pain. I'm
Yeah.
not in that pain like that no more. I mean, I would be crying from pain. I go to bed
Mm.
and I get a good night's sleep.
That's what's up.
And another part of it is that if any man, and we probably get a little nervous when I say this, but any man who's having a problem with ED, the rejuvenate cream right here works really good, y'all. That
Mm.
rejuvenate, it restores women who are having problems with menopause. A girl,
Thank
it
you,
does the
Miss
one for them.
Teresa.
So I'm going.
I ain't mad at you. Thank you very much for the information.
I
I'm
got a whole
about to be a
commercial
home
going.
idol seller, selling myself. I'm about to have some parties this week, y'all. I didn't know it did all of that. Have a couple parties, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, Miss T. Oh, I love it. I love her energy. I always have. That's one of the reasons why we asked her to be with us on this Black Girls in Web3 conversation. She brings such a light and an energy to the space. And, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I've been using Momito too. Like I told y'all, I got these eyes together, girl. My family members on a Zoom noticed that I didn't have black circles anymore.
Wow.
I've been using Momito. I use it on the face. I didn't know to use it on the face. I said, well, she said, try it. I need to moisturize my face. Child, it was no joke. And it's been really nice. It works on my hands and everything. One of the things that we do in our area is we don't just teach wealth, we teach health as a foundation for that. And what you're moving into, I love it because it's the freedom of all of it. It's the freedom to be you, to be all of you. And girl, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm so proud of you. I said, it just, woo. I know what you got coming. And I can't wait. I look forward to spending some of that time with you and sharing your programming because it's something that I see we need in more places. As we're going through working with organizations, I now see you as a resource to share with those going forward. Like we deal with kids and teenagers and parents. Now, what about the faculty and the teachers and the program directors and the people who are trying to run this place? And they don't have the tools that will help them put it in place. We also work with women's organizations that are dealing with domestic violence and even the police department. And there's a great bridge relationship that's there. And pushing in new skills for all of those, I can only see it at being a straight 1-2 punch to some serious problems we're having. Girl, I love that you came on. I thank you so much. I gotta thank Miss Teresa for you, girl, because I'm grateful that I'm in the network. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
And yes, absolutely. And don't you know we coming back for a part 2?
Listen, we can totally do part 2. I got so many story times. Listen, I got stuff to talk about.
I got something for you. When we do part 2s, I usually try to do a little bit of experiment. So I want to see, I don't know we were talking about what you know about Web3 and stuff. Have you ever heard of the metaverse?
No.
Oh, baby.
I've heard the name before, but I don't really know much about it.
Not a problem. We're going to share that with you, and I'll be inviting you to come into a business owner's introduction to the metaverse, and you get to see what that's all about. The future is here. It's not coming. It has already arrived. In actuality, we all behind. We are really behind. So what we here on P2G pride ourselves on is helping people not just catch up, but thrive and see what the opportunity is for it. And because of networking and the internet and all of this, it makes it a fun way to do what you're doing internationally in a great, amazing way. So I can't wait. We're going to bring you some resources and some fun stuff to do.
I love it. I'm with it.
Yes, absolutely. Child, absolutely. Look, this has been an amazing session for me. What about you, Miss T?
Girl, I'm ready to be. She did that. You know, I'm ready.
I'm ready to do that too.
I need to get you got t-shirts?
We do have t-shirts. We do have t-shirts.
All right. So I have to I'm going to do a little bit of advertisement for Daz. On the week of 420, because we celebrate an event called 420 in Denver, Colorado, every year, and this year it's going to be the weekend of that. It's 4 days event. We were in it last year. Now everybody doesn't have to partake in 420. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it is a great vibe, a great place to be, and we include levels of education in financial literacy and awareness of our economy through amazing speakers who live their talk, and they actually train and teach, and they'll be at that event teaching live. We do this is our get together across the world because these teachers are coming from everywhere to come to this event to teach. Now it's a limited event. physically. So it's literally a limited number of physical tickets for this, but it's going to be literally unlimited online, and you can partake in all days of study of everything that we do. I'm really excited. But what's so important to me is that we are just, that event opens the door to so much. And in the areas that that you're speaking of growing your business, of becoming independent, of training, literally training and literally freeing yourself. Now you got your life, baby. You got your life. You can do what you want. And ain't gonna nobody tell you nothing.
Yes.
You have to ask permission. And that's one of the things I want to just point out so that y'all understand tonight. This woman didn't ask nobody permission. She put herself into helping, and she's taking the initiative to build something. So I've talked to people about supporting. Okay, supporting. We want to learn, but we want to also support. When she brings her learning, we want to make sure she can keep doing it. So y'all make sure y'all get in touch with her. Can we get in touch with you at one of these lovely websites?
Yes, you can get in touch with these websites. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. You can just put Lavonya Douglas. I'll pop up. On Instagram, I'm DRLBoogie02.
I love it. I'm gonna make friends right now.
Yes, Dr. L Boogie. I'm also a dancer, so I danced in college. I danced for the Lord. I danced at my church for years. So
that's what's up. Please do. That's what's up. She said, "I dance for the Lord." L Boogie. I'm about to go join your Instagram. I ain't gonna lie. We got to do this, girl. One of the things that we invite people. We invite folks to join Black Girls in Web3. I should say Black Girls Do Crypto is the organization that we're having people join. Our membership opens up in the year to come. We want to actually, so we're taking membership now, potential membership now. We will have a full-fledged organization in 2025 where we will be meeting monthly. We will be building projects, and we'll be in there supporting each woman's business and what they're up to. It's a little different than the Chambers of Commerce, because what we're here to do is actually figure out how to either help you start your business, enact your business, transact your business, or fund your business, because we have funders. So if you have a project that needs to be funded, organized, supported, or what have you, get in touch with p2gnetworks.com and let us know. Right on the website, it's going to ask you, do you need help? Say yes, and you let us know what you would like to join. But come to class, because our next digital financial literacy class is on Thursday at 7 p.m. Go right to the website, sign up, and come see what this whole crazy blockchain crypto thing is about. Because we make it simple and we don't sell nothing. We are there for educating the community. And when you come, you better be ready to have a good time, because I don't play that. It's like everybody being on the show at once. We're going to have some fun. Okay, we're going to learn something, but we're going to be doing it in a fun way. And I can't wait till we get you in the metaverse with an avatar, girl. Ooh.
Yes.
I do. Like I said, I get people. We help you get set up on so our Wednesdays meetings are helping you get your first avatar. I'll be like, oh, it's okay.
I love it.
Oh, she said she a dancer, y'all. Woo.
You could do some dance moves on the
yes,
in the metaverse. Beautiful.
I love it. I can't wait to find out
you
more
can fix it like you got your hair. You can fix it like that.
Yes, they have your style, mama.
I love it. I'm with it. I want to learn more about it.
So I look forward to doing so much more and building our futures together. Thank you so much, sis. You keep doing what you do. We got your back over here. We do.
Thank you.
He'll tell you, I ain't just words. Just make a phone call and we start the ball or rolling.
I love it. Thank you.
All right. So with that, I'm going to have to bring us to, I ain't even going to say a close. We're just going to start the weekend. We're just going to start the weekend. So y'all got your Friday night info on. Now go get your Friday night party on and have an amazing life. Y'all going to give them some love. Let them know.
Party hardy.
Y'all have a great weekend.
Yes, enjoy your night. Thank you.
Yes.
Peace and love, and take care, my loves. Till next week. See you then.